Hi crafters, thank you for stopping by. Today is March 20th and it is time to share the card that I created for this month's Oh So Inspired. I am a part of this collaboration team that is organized by Alicia from Call Me Crafty Owl. To see the cards that the other team members have created, there is a playlist link in the description box below, and I have also included it on the end card of this video. If you don't want to use the playlist, there is also a list of all our YouTube channels in the description box. This month, we are being inspired by Sarah Liz of Sassy's LLC here on YouTube. As I was scrolling through her Instagram, I came across this card. I have included the link to her YouTube video where she shows you 2 ways to make this card and where you can print out this sketch along with all the sentiments that she has created for this volume. So this is volume 22 from January of 2024. I am not using any of her sentiments because I like to stamp my sentiments so that they match the papers that I am using. I have also included her Instagram link to this picture. So let's take a look at my card and the products that I used. So here is my card. And I decided to create it basically like this, but in that video that I share with you, she showed how she made the card using some of her dies. Now, I didn't have the same dies that she had, so I had to pull in my rectangle stitch frames for my card. Now, like these don't necessarily measure the same thing as the dimensions do on this. So that's why it's kind of hard to follow this exactly. So I'm using this for my card, and she shows you how she used her dies in her video. And then the paper that I chose is from this paper pack called Wildly Flowering. I love it, and as you can see in her picture, she was focusing mostly on her florals, and so that's what inspired me to use this paper. And then I wanted to use a sentiment that said happy birthday, and I wanted to do what she did. I didn't want to necessarily have a long strip there, and I wasn't going to have this circle part. So I pulled in this stamp set called Gifts of Kindness to pull in my happy birthday sentiment. And what I ended up doing was I had a scrap of this paper that it was in that paper pack, and I went ahead and stamped the happy birthday right on there. And then I punched it out with my word window punch, but I wanted a little more, so I backed it up with my modern label punch. And the colors of my mattings and my card base is Moody Mauve. And then I ended up popping this up a little bit, and then this panel here is popped up a little bit. This paper here, this Misty Moonlight color paper, is actually the back of this paper, as you can see here. So there's the back and there's the front. So I thought might as well just use the front and back on this one card. I thought that really added a little bit more, and then you can always see both sides of the paper. I really like that because sometimes it is so hard for me to not use both sides because I'm usually in love with both sides. There are times when I'm not, but for the most part I am. And then I stamped this in the early espresso. And then on the inside, I just went ahead and pulled that sentiment again from that same stamp set and added a little bit. Now this part right here I didn't cut. What I did was when I cut my designer papers, I usually start off by cutting it at 6 inches in half. And then I start cutting it in 4-inch increments, so then I can get 3. And so that's basically what I did here. So when I went to go use my die cut for this panel here, I made sure I was at the end of the paper so that I could show you what I mean by that. So like here would have been, if I would have had my 4 inches here, I took my die and I placed it really close to the bottom like that, which left me this much at the top that I was able to put on the inside, and it has a little bit of that stitched edging because I did it that way, and I really like the way that came out. So that's what I did to decorate my inside. So I am looking forward to, like I said, I don't use her sentiments for her emergency card kits because, like I said, I like them, my sentiments to match. So I may have to start making my own sentiments and then have them as a PNG where then I can color them whatever color I want them to be using the hex codes that I get on the Stampin' Up! Colors. But I love the sketches that she has, so I'm going to be checking out her emergency card kits more because I didn't realize they had sketches in them. So I'm going to be on the lookout for her sketches. Okay. Well, thank you so much for stopping by to see what I created. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, you can show me your joy by giving it a thumbs up. And don't forget to check out all the other cards created by the other team members and see what card they each picked for their inspiration. Okay, so hope to see you all next month on our next Oh So Inspire. And until my next video, remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.